so this is all of my stuff that I'm taking for my 3-day trip. Got my clothes here, my bag to carry my laptop and everything at the conference, purse, jam-packed all my clothes into this bag, my lunchbox with all of my dry ingredients. I've got this bag with makeup, a blender, and some protein, and then this huge bag here, this huge cooler bag that I have full of my meals. I have all of my meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything, and I'm just gonna look like I'm packing for 3 weeks. That is the lovely view from my hotel room, 3rd floor. It's kind of where we've been chilling outside at the conference, but really great view. This is my room. I should have done this when I first got here, but got a room to myself, so that's been really nice. Nothing fancy or anything, but it's been a nice little kind of getaway. Nice having a little room to myself. So
good morning, guys. It is 3:51, sitting outside the gym right now. So same stuff, just a different area, trying to stay on schedule. That's what's best for your body, is to keep your body on schedule. Plus, honestly, for me, if I don't get the workout done at the start of the day, it's like I don't know what I'm going to be feeling like tonight after the conference is over. I don't know when else I'm going to get in a time to work out. Plus, I would also really like to get, I need to make it happen, some form of cardio in today. So I'll probably be doing that later tonight. So I'm here at the YMCA. It's like literally 3 minutes away. So that works out really nice. I get in for free there, and we're going to get a workout in. Workout in. I forgot pre-workout, so it was not as exciting and hype as usual, but I got it in. Sometimes you just have to push past that. I mean, you're not always going to have ideal situations. At first I went in and all I found at first was a bunch of cardio equipment and like selectorized weight machines. And I was like, oh no, it's supposed to be chest day, it's supposed to bench, how am I even gonna I don't know. But then I went downstairs and found the free weight dungeon, and all was well. So got a good workout in. I just went to Walmart and got some almond milk for my protein shakes. I have a lot of trouble drinking my protein shakes with water, so I went and got almond milk. I brought, like I showed you guys, my blender and everything, so I am going to have breakfast and then take a protein shake down for a snack. Heading back to the hotel now. So I wanted to take just a second here before I head downstairs for the conference and talk a little bit about the positives and negatives that I've found with sharing this experience, especially in my line of work. I work in a gym, for anybody who doesn't know that, and so I am basically surrounded by people every day who are trying to work on their fitness goals. You know, we're all there for a reason, whether it be weight loss or just to get better, stay in shape, improve your overall health. But what I've found with sharing this with people, and also just like this week, being around coworkers and things like that who also have, you know, weight loss goals and their own weight loss journeys, there's a positive and a negative. So I'll start with the positive. So the positive, I think, is that So I've lost 20 pounds so far, but I've lost 20 pounds since January. So it's been 18 weeks of work to lose 20 pounds. And so I think that is the positive, that I can show people that you're not going to lose those 10, 20, 30, whatever you have to lose, 5 pounds in a really short period of time. It takes a long time no matter the person, and it looks different on everybody. So, and it takes a different amount of time on everybody. I know for myself, I'm really slow at losing. My pounds don't drop quickly. And I know that has a lot to do with being a female, but just in general, my pounds don't really drop quickly. And which kind of leads me into the negative. It may seem as though, oh, you've lost 20 pounds since January and you didn't start with that much to lose. It may seem as though my pounds dropped quickly, but the negative part is that when you're dieting for a competition, you're kind of taking it to the extreme. So people, that's been kind of the negative, especially I've noticed this week when we're going out for drinks and dinner. When, like last night, everybody was drinking beers, wine, they're ordering food, burgers. You know, I ate in the room before we went out because I didn't want to be tempted. I wanted to go out on a full stomach, and I ordered water. So basically, I was sitting there drinking water while everyone else was eating. And from the outside perspective, it almost puts a light on, like, oh, so that's what you have to do in order to achieve your goal. That's what you have to do in order to lose 20 pounds is to order a water at the restaurant and not eat. And that's the part that I don't like about it, because every time I tell people, you know, I'm training for this competition, I've lost 20 pounds, you know, it's going great. They're like, oh, what do you do? Just not eat? And it's like, no. Like, and that's what it looks like from the outside, is that I'm just not eating. But, you know, I ate before I went out. I'm 2 weeks out. I can't drink, essentially. Like, you know, I'd love to drink, but like, I did eat before I went out. I probably ate more times than the rest of everybody else that day already. But just, that's the negative, is from the outside it looks like, you know, you can't enjoy time with your friends, you can't enjoy yourself when you go out, you have to just sit there and not eat. And that's not the truth at all. I mean, in a sustainable diet that you're trying to get for a regular lifestyle, you know, that's when you go into things like look at the menu ahead of time, figure out what you're going to order, still order, you know, things without butter, without sauces, stuff that I've talked about before. But and that's how we do it, you know, if you're just looking for a lifestyle change, a sustainable, that's the key, sustainable lifestyle change. Whereas right now, this is kind of to an extreme. And so that's the part of this I think is kind of negative, is that people only see that, and that's not really the process in order to do a sustainable weight loss journey. So, but it's been great to kind of inspire people that, you know, if you put in the time, if you put in the effort, this will happen, this weight will come off. You know, it's just part of, like, you know, learning to enjoy the process. So that part's been great, but kind of the part that people see from the outside, when it's a competition prep rather than just a usual diet, has kind of been what I've seen to be negative. And I find myself explaining myself a lot, like, oh no, I ate earlier, you know, like, I'm fine, I'm not malnourished, like, I'm fine. But yeah, so I just wanted to sit down, throw those thoughts out there. And if you're watching this and you kind of do think that, you know, like, oh, I'm watching this video, she had to bring all this food in order to keep her diet on track, it's because I have this one big specific goal that's really, really close. It's not like a normal thing for me to, definitely not a normal thing for me to pack a bunch of meals and travel. Normally I find the best options. In fact, when we were like 10 weeks out, maybe it was even 8 weeks out, we traveled and didn't pack, Jacob and I traveled and we didn't pack anything. You know, we just found the healthiest restaurants and ordered the healthiest options. So it's not completely cutting yourself off in a normal, sustainable, healthy lifestyle change. So just wanted to throw that out there. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. Good morning, guys. It is 5:27, day 2 of the conference. It's Wednesday. I just came out of the gym, got a good workout in. I got here at 4 again. I did glutes and abs, and so that went really well, besides the fact that like I said yesterday, I forgot pre-workout, so starting off is really, really rough. Once I get in a good groove, I've been doing all right, but running on 0 caffeine at 4 a.m. is interesting, to say the least. So, but I'm sure it's good for me. But yeah, so day 2, just got a workout in. Yesterday went really, really well. Stuck to the plan as usual. I did cardio in the afternoon after we were done with the conference at about 5:30, and then I went out to dinner. With everybody who is here from my organization, and I just took my meal with me, so I didn't have to sit there and eat nothing again. I took my meal with me, ordered water and Diet Coke just to help fill my stomach a little bit, and yeah, and it went well. So if you are still watching this video, thank you so much for tuning in and for following along with my journey this week. It's been quite the process. Honestly, everything went really well. So I'm about to head downstairs for day 3 of the conference, the last and final day. We just have some presentations and a little bit more learning to do, but honestly, everything has went great. I went and worked out this morning. I'm going to do cardio after today's conference before I head home, just so I don't have to worry about that when I get home. But I've got my workouts in every day. I've stayed 100% on track with my diet, and honestly, everyone has been so incredibly supportive. I think that was one of the main things that I was worried about coming into this week, is that by making the choices that I was making, I didn't want to make anybody feel like awkward or weird or lesser than. I know a lot of times it's not that big of a deal for men, but sometimes for women, I know, if there's this other girl in the group who is making healthy choices, prepping all her meals, not drinking, not eating, not ordering that burger and fries or whatever, it can kind of make you feel weird, and you're like, oh, maybe I should just get a little salad and not eat and yada yada. And that was my main concern, is that I really didn't want to make anybody feel bad, or I didn't want to inconvenience anyone's schedule by me needing to go do cardio or something before we went out to dinner. And I really didn't feel like that at all. So everybody was super encouraging. I heard a lot of good for you, or even yesterday, one girl, it was really exciting. She said, you inspired me. I brought my lunchbox today so I can stay away from that food. I kind of felt weird yesterday, but since you did it, I felt comfortable, and I brought my lunchbox today. And that's super small and kind of insignificant, but it did make me feel good, okay, so because of me, this girl felt comfortable to be herself and bring her own food and stay on her healthy diet as well. So it was a really great experience. So I'm going to take my bags to my car, check out of my hotel room, and head on down for day 3, and then finally head home and get back on track, get back on the regular schedule for peak week. So let's get it.